issues like portability, security, maintainability, reliability, scalability, performance, reusability, speed, access speed, then font size also. Okay, for example, as a customer I am expecting my web pages will be displayed only in the green color or of the background. So definitely this is also one of the example for non-functional requirements or non-behavioral requirements. Why? Because it will not do any kind of functionality of the project, but this is also very important. Why? Because this is the okay, so this is also very important. That means it is it will improve the quality constraint of our project. Okay, then so in this here we are the clearly mentioned about the functional differences between functional and non-functional requirements. Okay, so this is very important. Okay, so a functional requirements define a system or its component and easy to define. A non-functional requirements define the quality attributes of the software system and difficult to design. Okay, then functional requirements, it specifies what should the software system should do. Then non-functional requirement, it places constraints on how should the software system fulfill the functional requirement, how the quality, how the security, how it will provide the security of our project, how it will be scalability of the project. Then functional requirements is specified by user. A non-functional requirements is specified by technical people, example architect, technical leaders and software developers. It is mandatory and captured in use case. Okay, it is not mandatory and captured in quality attributes. Then when we, for functional requirements defined at a component level. Okay, the non-functional requirements defined at a system as a whole. Then helps you verify the functionality of the software, then helps you to verify the performance of the software. Then functional testing like system testing, integration testing, end-to-end testing, API testing, etc. are done. Then non-functional testing like performance test, usability, security testing we have to done. Okay, then we have to discuss about the domain testing. Okay, still now we have discussed about functional testing, non-functional testing. So now we are discussing about the domain testing, a field of study that defines a set of common requirements. I will tell you the example. Common requirements, terminology, the functionality for any software program constructed to solve a problem in the area of computer programming known as domain. Domain is a whole field. Okay, the word domain is also taken as a synonym of application domain. Then the collection of domain requirement is a continuous process of proactively defining the requirements for all portability applications to be developed in the software product. A particular issue in domain requirements is to identify and explicitly document the external variability. Okay, then this requirements engineering is the very important thing. So already we have studied about what is meant by requirements and what are the various kind of requirements we have, everything we have discussed. Then how the requirements engineering is working, that is very important task, because how we can collecting the requirements, how we can gathering all the requirements from the customer, that is very important task. Okay, so the process of defining, documenting and maintaining the requirements, it is a process of gathering and defining service provided by the system. So various stages or various kind of process are there, various kind of stages to collecting the requirements. Okay, first step is the inception. Okay, this inception step is to ask a set of questions that establish basic understanding of the problem, the people who want a solution. Okay, for example, customer is there, we have to, if you are asking more question, we can, then customer is telling different kind of answers for our question. From that we can collecting various kind of requirements from their answers. Okay, that's why ask a set of questions that establish basic understanding of the problem, the people who wants a solution, the nature of the solution that is desired, the effectiveness of preliminary communication and collaboration between the customer and the developer. So what is the first step of requirements engineering? Inception. Second step is the elicitation, elicit requirements from all stakeholder. So stakeholder means, so various, those who all are using that particular software. Okay, for example, if we are in the educational institution, okay, who all are the stakeholders? Student, their parents, faculties, teaching faculties, non-teaching faculties, then government, okay, then management, higher level management. These all are the stakeholder of the our college. So like that, if you are taking any concern, any company or whatever, definitely we have to get or collect all the various kind of requirements from all different kind of stakeholders. Then elaboration, create an analysis model that identifies data, function and behavioral requirements. So already we have collected large amount of data. So during the elaboration stage, we have to analyze whatever we have collected from that customer or different stakeholders, we have to collect. Okay. So then negotiation. So what is mean by negotiation? Okay, agree on a deliverable system that is realistic for developers and customers. Then specification can be any written document, set of models, collection of user scenarios, for example use cases. Okay. Then prototype, some sample. Before developing that, we have to develop some kind of prototype model, and we have to show to the customer. If the customer is satisfying, we can start our project. Then validation. Then this is some kind of testing, a review mechanism that looks for errors in content or interpretation, areas where clarification may be required, missing information, inconsistency, conflicting or unrealistic requirements. Then requirements management is a set of activities that help the project team identify, control and track requirements and changes to requirements at any time as the project proceeds. Okay. So then next step of the requirements engineering is establishing the groundwork. So first of all, before starting that, we have to identify the different stakeholders. That is very, very important. Then recognizing multiple viewpoints. So before starting that, we have to think and we have to analyze about our project in different views. Okay, the marketing groups, sales group, business managers, then a deployment team, support engineers. We have to get some ideas. That's why recognizing multiple viewpoints. Then working toward collaboration, identify areas of common and areas and conflict or inconsistency. Stakeholders collaborate by providing their view of requirements, but a strong project champion. Okay. Then ask the first question. It means context free questions that gain a better understanding of the problem and allow the customer to voice his or her perceptions about a solution. Then, so this is a basic self-assessment questions. Define software requirements, differentiate functional and non-functional requirements, then explain about the significance of domain requirements, then explain various stages of requirements engineering with an example. So this question you have to find out the answer. So here mentioning about Roger S. Brusman, this is author name, and Ian Somerville, both textbooks we have discussed. Okay. So we will move to the next session. Okay. So in the first previous session we have discussed about the requirements engineering and various types. So here in this session we are going to discuss about specifying requirements. Okay. So the main agenda of this specifying requirements is demonstrate the basic elements of requirements model. Okay. Then list out the type of elements of requirements model. Then end of this session you peoples know about what are the various types of elements of requirements model, everything you will know. Okay. So then this is the topics we are going to discuss: the elements of requirements model, types of elements of requirements, then scenario based elements, class based elements, behavioral elements, flow oriented elements, analysis pattern. So if you are discussing all